Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Yappers Club. Hey guys, new location unlocked. I am currently sitting on my desk. I know, you heard me right. I have a desk now. This is big. This is really big, and actually, the desk is big, so it's really big. And it's a great feeling to have an actual desk, so where I can sit and like work at the desk. So it's really nice. Also, if the quality of the microphone sounds a little bit weird, it's because I don't know what the fuck happened. It wouldn't fucking work at all. So I clicked another button and now it's working. So that's nice. I am the because hopefully it's not like too loud in your ear. If it is, I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to lower the volume on your YouTube app. So last week we didn't have a new episode, which I'm sorry about because I really wanted to record, but I tried recording like 3 times, literally, and it didn't fucking happen. It just couldn't work. Like my mental is just not letting me work. My mental state is so bad right now that I can't even like focus on anything that I'm doing. And you might not notice that I'm not doing good, but trust me, I'm not really doing the best. Mentally and physically. Also, another thing, știupimi se ległoto, so that was fun. And it still isn't fixed because I'm waiting to get it fixed. So that's nice. But it's not that bad. I mean, it could be worse. Don't worry, guys. I'm still sleeping on my bed. It's just a little wonky, but it's fine. Um, but yeah, I've just been feeling for the past week after I recorded last week's episode, or like the week before that. Yeah, the one about the stress. Yeah. After I recorded and posted that one, it hasn't changed a lot. Смисъл, стреса ми още е тук, обаче не е толкова силен колкото беше да, but after the stress, it came the feeling that I've never been able to like comprehend or explain, and that's feeling weird. Защото напоследък, ако някой ме пита как се чувствам, винаги казвам странно. В смисъл странно се чувствам. Странно ми е. And it's not a bad feeling. It's not a good feeling. It's just weird. You might say, oh, like, you feel nothing, but I do feel a lot of things. Не е като да съм някакъв numb or like a zombie or whatever, because I used to be. It's not that. It's just weird. And maybe it's coming from the stress that I've been going through and like my emotions in my head, or maybe something else that I can't quite find out what it is yet. And it's very weird. It's a very weird place to be in. Bukano tazi duma strano weird. I've been using it like it's my go-to word, bitch. Literally, because it's so weird. Не знам как да го опиша. Защото пак казвам, it's not like I'm depressed. Because I'd have no reason to be depressed. Maybe I do when I think about it. Maybe I do have some reasons to be depressed, but I don't think they're like that fucking important, to be honest. So, yeah, I don't think I'm depressed. That's what I'm trying to say. Or maybe I am. And on the other hand, I feel I can't say I feel happy because I don't feel happiness. I feel good, but it's not good enough because maybe I'm not used to feeling good, and I don't know what good is. Също имах гости, моите приятели дойдоха за една седмица, so that was really nice for me. It was really, I was able to like kind of like chill out for a second and spend some time with them, even though there were times where I was feeling a little bit off and a little bit out of it. Like I was there, but mentally I was somewhere else. And I don't think anyone noticed because I think I'm мисля, че свиквам и ставам все по-добър в това да крия как се чувствам наистина. And it's not a good thing because usually I'm a person who, if I feel bad, I'm gonna tell you I feel bad. Like I don't have anything to hide. But recently I've said to myself, like, why should I bother? Why should I bother telling anyone how I feel? Why should I talk about it when I can just keep it to myself and like go through it by myself? And I know it's a bad thing, but sometimes in my situation, I really need to sit with my feelings, with my negative feelings, with my emotions, with my stress, and just like sit with it and like let it go through my body, as I said on last week's episode. But it's consumed me. After that episode, I really just fell down even a darker hole, and it's just weird. It's a weird hole. It's a weird hole, bitch. Защото не се чувствам зле, не се чувствам добре, I just feel weird. Забелязах, че съм станал много носталгичен напоследък и много си мисля, много съм фокусиран на бъдещето, на миналото, много съм се фокусирал на минали разговори, които съм имал с хора, на минали случки, които съм имал с хора, мои емоции, мои чувства, мои действия, and it's just been a lot. And the dreams I've been having, I feel like my third eye is opening, bitch. Because I've been dreaming so vividly to the point where I think my dream is real. And I think I'm going crazy. Because, I mean, I don't think the meds are working, bitch. Защото когато моите приятели ми дойдоха на гости, аз не бях пил успокоителни 2 дена, защото просто буквално забравих. Когато съм покрай приятелите си, когато съм покрай хора, които буквално ме карат да се чувствам спокоен, I don't feel the need to drink them because I feel chill. But I decided on the third day that they were here that I would take them. And it was a terrible fucking day for me. No one noticed, but I was feeling like garbage. I don't know what happened. В смисъл, буквално, защото си казах, добре, аз не съм пил 2 дена и сега като ги пия, isn't it supposed to make me feel better, not worse? And then I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because it was such a weird feeling to be so nostalgic and to think about things so vivid and like actually see and like даже имах моменти, в които сънувах неща, които си мислех, че наистина се случват и наистина и си събуждах и си гледах телефона или си събуждах и просто бях някакво, what the fuck? Did that happen? Or was it a dream? And I felt like I was going crazy for a second. And I didn't tell anyone anything because like it's just no one gives a fuck at this point. Like girl, like shut the fuck up and sit with it. Literally, и съм забелязал също още едно нещо, че понякога не е нужно да споделяш всичко на всички. Понякога е по-добре да си задържиш някои неща за себе си и просто да си преминаваш през тях сам. As much as it hurts, as much as that sounds like it's really bad, trust me, it's better than telling everyone about everything you feel, about everything you've done, about every emotion, about every dream, about every action you take, about every decision you make. It's like no one really gives a fuck that much. I'm sorry. Even if you're really close with someone, sometimes keeping things to yourself is in a way protecting yourself, you know? And I've been trying to do that. That's why after my friends left, I really just broke down. I cried literally all day. I'm not joking. When I woke up, cried. When I went back to sleep, before I went back to sleep, cried again. When I woke up, cried again. Had dinner, cried. Watched some YouTube, cried. Went to bed, cried. So it was literally 24 hours of me just fucking crying, bawling my eyes out. Doing my laundry, crying. Making dinner, as I said, crying. Taking a shower, crying. Literally, and it was so weird for me because and I kept trying to like stop myself, but then I remembered, oh, like if you stop yourself from crying now and letting it out and letting your feelings out, you're not gonna feel better. It's not gonna get better. Not that that's not to say that after I cried all fucking day, I feel better now. No, I actually feel drained. I've been sleeping. I slept for like 16 hours today, girl, because I woke up and I was like this. I did not know what the fuck was going on. Не знаех къде се намирам, не знаех какво се случва, не знаех колко е часа, не знаех колко... It was so weird for me. But at the same time, забелязвам, че си позволих за пръв път да си изрива абсолютно всичко и си казах, if you wanna cry, let it out, keep letting it out. And it hurt more and more. Буквално също не знам как да ви го опиша, но когато усещаш толкова много болка, тя се усеща физически. Буквално, I can feel it in my stomach. Like the pain I felt. And it was really hard. It was really, really, really difficult to let it out without breaking down. But because I was at the brink of breaking down, but I didn't reach out for someone. I didn't call anyone. I just sat on my ass, on my bed, on my broken bed, and I just let it out. Обикалях си апартамента, върших си някакви неща, пуснах си пералнята, оправих си там някакви други работи, and I was just crying the whole time. And you know what? I think I needed it because I think I needed to like let it all out, because now if I need to cry, I'm just gonna let myself cry and let myself be emotional. And if I don't have the capacity or the energy to talk to someone about anything, I can just simply not do it. And even if I reach out to someone, even if I do that, I'm not gonna blame myself for reaching out to them, whoever that person is. Because I've noticed that I kept blaming myself for things I've done, for feeling the way I feel, for doing the things I do, because someone might think I'm crazy, someone might distance themselves from me because I'm like this. And you know what? Even if they do, I'm not the one to blame. They're the ones to blame because they don't understand me, and that's completely fine. But I'm a person who's always blamed themselves for everything in their life, and it's really difficult to not do that when your brain is so used to doing it for like 20 plus years. And this last night was the first time in my life where I was like, okay, I did something and I'm not sorry for it. I don't feel guilty for it. I'm not blaming myself for it. And that's why it hurt so much. Защото когато се виня за нещо, да, боли. Но не е чак толкова, защото по-скоро не боли, по-скоро ме кара да издивявам и да поудявам. Literally manic episode. Но when I actually accepted what I've done, that's why it hurt so much, because I knew in my heart that was the right thing to do. I knew that was my truth, and I knew that's the truth, even if someone else doesn't believe it, even if someone else doesn't think the same as I do. If that's my truth and I respect my truth and I'm not blaming for my truth, that's all that fucking matters. And sometimes we should be fucking selfish. And I'm learning to do that, because as I've said a million times, sometimes when you're used to not being selfish is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Not caring about someone's opinion of what I said or what I've done is a very hard thing for me to do, because we do care about what we do to other people. We do care about what we say to other people. Но не винаги трябва да се виним за това, че сме им казали каквото и да е, или сме направили каквото и да е. It depends on the situation. Because if you've hurt someone, maybe you should face the consequences. But if you really don't feel it in your heart that you've hurt someone, then you haven't. Защото това е пак да усещане, буквално физическо усещане, когато нараниш някой. И аз не съм го усещал това нещо. Почти никога. Много рядко съм го усещал, но почти никога не съм усещал физическото чувство на това да нараниш някой. So, why would I blame myself when I haven't done anything wrong? When I've always been open and human, and I've always stayed true to what I believe in and to my feelings, and sometimes that's hard for other people to understand, and that's why maybe I've had a hard time trying to explain myself to other people. И може би затова понякога някои хора не ме разбират. И аз се виня за това, че не ме разбират, но в крайна сметка защо трябва да се виня себе си при положение, че те не ме разбират? Аз разбирам себе си. Защо трябва да се виня за това, че те не ме разбират? What the fuck? It should be the other way around. If I have to blame someone, maybe I should blame them for not understanding me, but that's not who I am. I would never blame someone for not understanding me. It would hurt like shit, yes, but I'm not gonna blame them for it because we're different. Everyone's different. But sometimes being misunderstood sucks ass, and you can't really deal with it. All you can do is just keep telling yourself that's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. It's whatever. Even if you know it's not whatever, it's not fine, you can't really do anything, girl. And sometimes you shouldn't spend your time trying to explain yourself to someone else, your friends, your family, anything. You shouldn't explain anything to anyone, to be honest. Да, знам, че това звучи малко крайно и малко така гадно, като го кажа по този начин, но наистина понякога не е нужно да се обясняваш постоянно за абсолютно всичко и да споделяш абсолютно всичко. Понякога просто трябва да си гледаш собствения живот и да си самостоятелен. И да си малко не затворен, but in a way yes. Понякога трябва да си малко по-затворен към хората около теб и това не е нещо лошо. Понякога просто си имаме собствени мисли и собствени неща и не е нужно всеки път да питаме за confirmation or validation from other people about what we've done, about what we've said, because validation should come from you, bitch, not from someone else. And it's been a really hard thing for me to do, but when I need my solitude, when I need my silence, when I need to do the things I need to do for myself, I'm going to do them regardless. And I'm not going to tell shit. I'm not going to say shit to anyone. Because why should I? It's about me. It's not about them. So do what makes you feel better. Even if you slip up, bitch, even if you break your head open 50 fucking times doing the same thing over and over again, do it. You will learn the hard way, yes, but you will learn. And that's what I've been doing. Имам чувството, че на последния месец съм си чупил главата сигурно вече 20 пъти about one situation. And I keep breaking it, bitch. And I can't stop breaking it. But I know with time it's gonna patch itself up. Знам, че след време няма да си я чупя толкова често и може би ще спре изцяло да си я чупя, but who fucking knows? Всичко зависи от това дали го искаш достатъчно силно. И когато не го искаш достатъчно силно, it doesn't fucking happen. И затова забелязах, че може би не искам да се оправя толкова, колкото си мисля. Защото, yes, we all say we want to get better. We all say we want to change. We all say we want things to get better for us. But for me, subconsciously, maybe I don't, And it's been a very weird thing, защото това се замислих също тези дни, как си казах, Димитри, ти май не искаш да се оправиш. Ти май не искаш нещата да се променят. Because you keep staying in that same space. You've stayed in that same headspace for almost a month. Yes, things have changed. Little things have changed. But the bigger picture is still the same. Why are you standing there? Because you feel like you deserve it? Because you feel like you can change something? Because you feel like you can control something? Baby, you can't. And it's a very hard thing to do. To let go and be more emotionally detached from a situation, from a person, from something in your life, from anything in your life, anyone. And it's a very hard process. And it's a long journey as well, finding yourself too in that situation. Защото когато си преминал през каквито и да е стресиращи ситуации, heartbreak, sadness, grief, loss, depression, anything, literally anything, it's a very hard process to build yourself back up because no one can build you like you can. И да намериш този път към себе си е нещо толкова трудно и нещо толкова невъзможно понякога. But it is possible because nothing in life is impossible if you think about it. I mean, преди хората си мислили, че не са могли да стъпят на луната, and look at us now. So it's like, anything's possible, I think. You just have to want it bad enough. And in my situation, I didn't want it bad enough, I guess. I didn't want to get better bad enough. And maybe I still don't. Може би още не искам да се оправя достатъчно. And it hurts, it kind of hurts knowing that subconsciously I don't want to get better. But I'm trying, I have my moments where I feel better. And then it all goes back to square one. And maybe that's my journey for now. Maybe that's what I need to do for now in order to actually get better. And actually find out what the fuck is wrong and what I can do for myself. And how selfish I can actually be, because I feel like I've gotten more selfish, but at the same time, maybe I haven't. You see, it's all these doubts that I have about myself. It's all these doubts that I have about the actions I take, the things I say. And when you have doubts about things that you do or say, there's a problem there. Because if you're confident enough in your choices, in the things you say, you wouldn't feel that much pain. And maybe that's why I feel that much pain, because I'm not confident enough in the things I say or do, or I don't believe them enough. So it's very weird, especially turning 23 this year. Also, съм станал 23, just letting you know, guys. It's maturing is a very beautiful thing, and it's very weird. The name of this episode is just gonna be fucking weird at this point. I don't know, because it's just a weird feeling, nostalgia. I think my weird feeling comes from nostalgia because, as I said, I've been nostalgic about everything. I've been having the most vivid dreams about my past, about my present, about even the future. I feel like my third eye is opening, like dead ass. Um, and it's been a very hard and weird journey, and um, it gets better. I know it gets better, but I have to believe it. I have, as I said, I have to want it bad enough, and until that happens, I think I'm just gonna be stuck in a loop, and it's a sad thing to realize, and maybe that's why it hurts so much. Maybe that's why I can't sleep properly or eat properly, because also my health is kind of declining, as I said in the last episode. And, you know, it's not good, girls. But I feel like. I feel like I'll be able to believe it or maybe fake it until I make it. Maybe I have to lie to myself. But I hate that saying. I hate that saying, fake it till you make it. Защото аз не обичам да фейквам нищо. Не обичам да фейквам чувствата си, емоциите си и мислите си. Maybe I'm just built different. Maybe people who fake it until they make it do feel better and actually do believe it with time. I just don't see that happening for me. But може би съм просто депресар и филмар. I don't know. You can call me that at this point. Because with the things I've said. С всичките неща, които съм казал в този епизод, някой ще си каже, като бах ти филмиране, бах ти депресара. So fucking what, bitch? So what? It's gonna be depressed girl summer. No, it's not gonna be depressed girl summer. But it's gonna be a weird girl summer for sure. Weird as fuck. Draining as fuck. And I think I just need to take a step back from talking, sharing, seeing, communicating, and just like rest in my solitude. And also find peace in my solitude. Because, as I said, I don't need to say everything every single fucking time. Затова имам подкаст, да казвам абсолютно всичко, което си мисля. Но има още неща, които си мисля, които няма да ви кажа, because they're just for me. And I think that's beautiful. I think there's beauty in not sharing everything. Because I'm an oversharer, and maybe I should stop doing that. Maybe I should get a grip and shut the fuck up. Anyways, another thing I wanted to talk about. I know this episode has been very all over the place, but I feel all over the place. So, that explains a lot. But another thing I wanted to talk about is how to emotionally detach from someone. How to emotionally detach from someone or something. How do I do it? How do people do it? Because I think it's a very good thing, защото съм чел доста за това нещо, напоследък особено доста чета за това нещо, и забелязвам как хората го правят с лекота, поне някои, не всички, но аз не мога да го направя, защото being able to emotionally detach from someone helps you move on, it helps you heal, it helps you see that person as just a person. As just a person like you. And it's a very hard thing for me because I don't see people just like people. I see them like people in my life. I connect them to specific emotions, to specific memories. And for me to detach myself emotionally from them means I'm gonna, in a way, lose my connection to them. And I never want to lose any connection I have with anyone. And maybe sometimes you have to, but I'm connected to every single person in my life emotionally. Even if I don't talk to them anymore, even if I don't see them anymore, even if I haven't heard from them in a while, I feel like I'm very emotionally attached to them, even when I don't see them, even if I don't talk to them, even if nothing changes between us, I'm still gonna be emotionally attached to them because I love being emotionally attached to people. And as much as I fucking love it, I've gotten to this point. So clearly it's not a good thing. Хора, ако ми скърца стола, се извинявам, имах пари само за бюро. Може би следващия месец ще си взема реално стол, but we're just gonna have to fucking wait. As I said, щом боли толкова много да си емоционално привлечен, по-скоро не привлечен, зависим, to be attached, to be emotionally connected to someone, let's say. Защото не се сещам за думата на български. When you are emotionally attached to someone, it's a feeling that as much as it's good, it's really bad. Especially in moments when, you don't have that connection is not as strong anymore. When you feel like that connection is slipping away from you. And in my case, I keep trying to hold on to people. I keep trying to pull them back into my life, and it's like tearing me apart. And it's also, in a way, maybe tearing them apart. And it's very weird. Имам чувство, че съм казал weird сигурно 20 пъти, но наистина е странно чувство това да продължаваш да се държиш за някакви хора и в същото време да си казваш, ама не е правилно да продължаваш, защото ти знаеш, че не е правилно за теб. Но продължаваш, защото имаш тази емоционална връзка с този човек и не можеш да ги пуснеш. И това се е случвало постоянно. Това ми се случва 24/7 with a lot of fucking people. And maybe I'm fucking insane. Maybe it's my BPD talking. But I'm a bitch who rarely forgets about people. I rarely forget about people, about situations, about things they've done to me or things they've said to me. I forgive them, yes, but I never forget. And sometimes it's really hard to, even if I don't forget, when I do remember what they've done to me, I keep trying to hold on to them to find out why. I always need to know why. And sometimes, bitch, no matter how hard you try, you'll never really know why, and maybe the truth fucking hurts. И може би истината е толкова трудна за откриване, защото може би не трябва да я знаеш. Unfortunately. And I keep trying to find out the fucking truth, and I know if one day I do truly find that truth, it's gonna fucking kill me. And I'm not scared of it. Which is crazy to think. Because I know I'm gonna fucking be ruined if I find out the truth behind anything in my life. But if I find out that truth, it's not gonna help me. I know in my case it's not gonna fucking help me. I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. So why do I keep trying to find it? Why do I always need to know why they've done this, and this to me? And why do I keep trying to justify things that have happened to me? Why do I keep trying to justify my pain? I shouldn't justify it. Pain is pain. Hello? If someone has hurt me, if someone has hurt you, you can't really justify their actions. They've hurt you, whatever the case may be. You can forgive them, yes, but you should never forget the pain you felt. And I'm a very interesting person. Аз съм човек, който много бързо може да забрави болката, която са ми причинили хората, защото вярвам, че хората могат да се променят и могат да са по-добри. Но понякога, дори да могат да се променят хората и дори да могат да са по-добри, понякога просто трябва да ги видиш такива каквито са за този момент. Maybe it's not gonna be like that forever, but for this time, for this moment, maybe that the person you're seeing in front of you is the person who they actually are. Пак казвам, в сегашно време. Maybe not in the future. But for now, if that's what they're doing, that's who they are. Nothing justifies someone. Каквото и да е станало в живота на някой, не мисли, че може да се justify по някакъв начин, ако нараниш някой. Because people get hurt 24/7, yes. But pain is real. Pain is pain. No matter what the fuck happened. Боли, защото понякога хората просто не искат първо да си признаят вината и след това да се опитат по някакъв начин да поправят нещата. Защото лесно можеш да нараниш някой, да се извиниш и после да си тръгнеш. But that leaves a fucking mark on people. And in my case, when I've hurt someone, I've always tried to make things better. I've always tried to make things better, to see them, to talk to them, to get it, like, to really take away the pain that I've caused. And I think I've managed to do that pretty well, for the most part. And I just can't seem to find out why the fuck people don't want to do that. Защо толкова много хора се страхуват от това да поемат отговорност за грешките си и да се реваншират? I just don't see why, because as people we should do good, you know? So It's a really hard thing to do though, but anyways guys, I think if you are going through a similar situation, or you feel like you've been feeling pretty nostalgic, or you've been feeling really weird about situations in your life, or about a specific situation in your life, or 50,000 things in your life, trust it. Don't try to find out why you're feeling this way. Just trust it, кажи си странно ми е, но няма нищо. Странно ми е, но няма проблем. Ще ми е странно и после няма да ми бъде странно. После може пак да ми бъде странно, но няма да ми е странно. And it's just part of the process, I guess. But I can't really give you any advice about the other things I've said, because clearly I'm fucking struggling. Clearly I'm fucking struggling. So I can't really help you, but all I can say is that you're not alone in the feelings you feel. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Eat good food, drink water, tell everyone around you that you love them, take care of yourself, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Bye guys.